Wish you hadn't stayed all night. Wish you hadn't gone so high. Wish you hadn't come, oh no. Gotta go.
Hey, you guys are performing a Who tune on tour, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the secret until you spoiled it for everybody tonight. No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say which one.
We don't really like doing covers that much, but this one we seem to have an affection for.
Why?
I don't know. Because we get it right. Yeah, no, it's funny. It's funny. We're not really, because when we go to radio stations nowadays, it's the fashion to do a wacky cover.
Right.
Something that you shouldn't really be doing, like Kesha or something like that.
Right.
We're not very good at that.
Need I ask you how you feel about the David Cameron re-election?
VJ put it best, which is he said, he doesn't know anyone that votes Conservative, but yet loads of people must be voting for him because they got in. So they're secretly voting for them. But it's a shame.
Yeah.
But we can just move if we don't like it.
Well, we have a similar situation here. So he got 37% of the popular vote, and our Conservative government also got a majority with 39% of the popular vote. So democracy sucks.
Well, last time they got in, they didn't even get the majority, but that is another story.
Yeah. It just shows there are a lot of people out there that say one thing and do the other when it comes to... That's why it's a secret vote. It's so everyone can look after themselves on the quiet.
It should be public. It should be.
You should have to reveal who you voted for. Yeah.
It should be done on a T-shirt basis.
The good thing that could come out of this is some of the best music ever to come out of the UK came out of the Thatcher years.
Well, hopefully there's a lot of angry young people in garages, or garages, whichever way you say it, making some angry music.
There is a political bent to some of the songs on the album, like The Factory Gates, for instance. One of my favorite tunes on it.
Thanks.
There's a great reference in it to Wicker's World.
Oh, yeah.
And Michael Palin.
Uh-huh.
And so I was wondering if that was inspired by that famous Monty Python skit. Diminishing numbers.
Well, no, I'm a big Michael Palin fan. Have you read his diaries?
No, I did see him.
They're published.
Here.
It's not a secret thing. I'm just rifling through his bedside table.
Snuck into his flat late at night.
He's kept diaries since, I don't know, the early '60s, and they're and it's weird because it's not like made up. Mm-hmm. It's a real thing. And for example, he'll say, "Me and John stayed in a boarding house in Torquay. John really found the manager of the hotel funny." And that's it. Leaves it like that, and you suddenly go, "Oh, of course, that's Basil Fawlty."
Yeah, that's Fawlty Towers.
It reveals a lot more than any autobiography would, because autobiographies are shrouded in a little bit of self-congratulation, whereas his is just as it was, told as it was.
I know that Leeds has been talked about in the last decade as being one of the hottest music scenes in the UK.
It's got a weird music scene because it's not all the bands that come from Leeds don't sound the same. It's varied. You know what I mean? Because when some cities have a sound,
right?
We don't.
I don't think Montreal does either, though.
Okay, well, We're with you on that one.
Do you have a lot of live venues? Is there a lot of opportunities to see live music in Leeds?
They're all shutting down. But that's indicative of the rest of the world, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everywhere's struggling. A lot of people fill in petitions to try and keep places open, but not enough people go to the actual venues.
I always think, though, that when the place is shut, it's always good because somewhere new springs up. So in Leeds, there's the Duchess was a really famous venue that everyone played at, Nirvana and Oasis and everyone, and the Cockpit was a place where we played a lot when we were. That's just closed down. But then there's a place, Rudnell Social Club, which is in just outside Leeds, which is a hot spot, and everyone plays there. So it's always I think it goes in cycles, doesn't it? This stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's fine if there's venues where you can see the big established bands, but it's important that there's places where you can see, young up and coming bands.
Yeah, definitely.